A mouse is buried under 4 feet of snow. There is no hole, no tunnel, no tracks, nothing that could possibly give away its location. And yet an owl flying 30 feet above that frozen surface locks onto it and dives straight through the snow head first. It pulls out a living mouse. Clean, precise, perfect. That wasn't luck. That was the great gray owl. This bird doesn't just hunt. It solves a problem that would defeat virtually every other predator on the planet. And the way it does it, the biology, the physics, the sheer evolutionary engineering behind it, is unlike anything else in the natural world. By the end of this video, you'll understand why scientists consider the great gray owl to be one of the most remarkable sensory organisms ever studied. Let's start with what this bird actually is, because most people have never heard of it, and that's a crime. The great gray owl, Strix nebulosa, is the largest owl species in the world by length. It can reach up to 84 centimeters tall, roughly the size of a 6-year-old child standing in a field at night, completely silent, staring at you. Its wingspan stretches up to 152 centimeters. That's 5 feet of wing. And yet, despite that size, it weighs only about 1.2 kilograms. It is almost entirely feathers, a deceptive, beautiful illusion of mass that hides one of the most precisely engineered hunting machines nature has ever assembled. It lives across the boreal forests of North America, Scandinavia, Russia, and Siberia, places where winters are brutal, snowfall is crushing, and food disappears for months at a time. This is not a forgiving environment, and the great gray owl didn't just survive it, it mastered it. Now here's where the story gets genuinely extraordinary. Most predators hunt by sight. Some use smell. A few use echolocation. But the great gray owl hunts primarily by sound, and not just any sound. It can detect and precisely locate the ultrasonic rustling of a small rodent moving underneath a meter of compacted snow. Not near the snow. Under it, completely invisible and sealed off from the outside world. The mechanism behind this is the owl's facial disc, that flat, circular arrangement of feathers that gives it such a striking, almost alien appearance. That disc is not decoration. It functions as a parabolic sound collection dish, similar in principle to a satellite antenna. It gathers sound waves from the environment and funnels them directly into the owl's ear canals. And crucially, the two ear openings on a great gray owl are asymmetrical. One sits slightly higher on the skull than the other. This offset allows the owl's brain to calculate the vertical and horizontal origin of a sound simultaneously, building a three-dimensional acoustic map of its environment with extraordinary precision. Studies have shown that great gray owls can locate prey with an angular accuracy of about 1 degree in both the horizontal and vertical planes. To put that in perspective, that is precision that rivals the targeting systems used in military applications. This is a biological sonar system refined over millions of years of evolution, operating in complete darkness, in sub-zero temperatures, under conditions that would make most other animals simply go hungry. And when the owl acts on that information, what happens next is almost hard to believe. It tilts its head, adjusting its facial disc like a radar dish to sharpen the signal. It locks the position. Then it drops. Not in a gentle glide, not in a slow descent. It drops in a direct, committed plunge toward the snow surface at speeds that can exceed 40 kilometers per hour. At the last possible moment, it throws its talons forward and punches straight through the snow crust. Researchers have documented great gray owls breaking through ice-crusted snow up to 45 centimeters thick, about 18 inches, using only the momentum of their dive and the force of their feet. And then it pulls the mouse out, alive, from a world the owl never once saw. There is no other bird on Earth documented to hunt this way with this level of consistency and success. This is not an occasional trick. This is the great gray owl's primary feeding strategy in winter. It does this to survive. Let's talk about the silence, because it is one of the most important and underappreciated parts of this animal's biology. When most birds fly, you can hear them. The air moving across wing feathers creates turbulence, and turbulence creates noise. The great gray owl produces almost none. Its primary feathers have evolved a comb-like serrated edge along the leading surface, microscopic, almost like velvet, that breaks up turbulent airflow before it can generate sound. The trailing edges of the wings have soft, fringe-like extensions that further muffle any residual noise. The body feathers are dense and layered in a way that absorbs vibration rather than reflecting it. The result is an owl that can fly at full speed in total silence. No warning, no sound, nothing. Prey animals that rely on hearing approaching threats, voles, mice, shrews, have essentially no defense mechanism against this. By the time the owl is in striking range, its existence is still unknown to the animal it's about to kill. That is a profound evolutionary advantage. It is also deeply unsettling when you think about it too long. Now, let's address something that surprises people when they first learn about this bird. Despite being the world's largest owl by length, the great gray owl is not a powerful predator in the way that a golden eagle or a great horned owl is. It doesn't hunt rabbits or large birds. It almost exclusively eats small rodents, voles, mice, lemmings, pocket gophers. Its talons, while sharp, are relatively slender compared to other large raptors. Its grip strength is lower. It is, in biomechanical terms, a specialist rather than a generalist. This specialization is a double-edged sword. In years when vole populations are high, great gray owls thrive. Females can raise larger clutches, territories expand, numbers grow. But vole populations are cyclical. They boom and crash on roughly 3 to 5 year cycles across the boreal zone. When the crash comes, the owls face a stark choice: starve or move. These movements, called eruptions, push large numbers of great gray owls far south of their normal range in search of food. In some winters, they have been spotted deep into the continental United States. Birds that normally never leave the subarctic suddenly appearing in suburban parks, sitting on fence posts, staring at people with those vast yellow eyes, completely unbothered by human presence because hunger has overridden everything else. One more thing that makes this bird extraordinary, and it rarely gets talked about. The great gray owl is an exceptionally attentive and devoted parent. The female incubates eggs in temperatures that can drop to -40 degrees Celsius. She doesn't abandon the nest. She doesn't take breaks. She sits there through blizzards, through brutal cold, through everything, while the male hunts and brings food back to her. If a predator approaches the nest, a female great gray owl has been documented attacking animals as large as black bears. A 1.2 kilogram bird driving off a 150 kilogram bear. Not because she can win, but because she will not leave those eggs. That behavior, that absolute unconditional commitment, is not what people expect from an animal this size. But that's the thing about the great gray owl. Nothing about it is what you expect. It doesn't roar. It doesn't charge. It doesn't announce itself in any way. It sits in the trees, completely still, listening to a world no other animal can hear. And when the moment is exactly right, it moves. And by the time anything knows it's there, it's already over. The great gray owl is proof that in nature, the most dangerous thing in the room is not always the loudest. Sometimes it's the one you never heard coming.